Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
Frontline major expose, the workers of iniquity, ebao. Asofo, atrofo, adadafo, enabrabafo, akoshifo, akromfo. Well, for the consonants. So we are literature, but yes, the consonants of them is coming like kakai. They are thieves, not evil, they are thieves. We are kromfo ye nabrabafo. Hey, expose we. The part 2 of the expose course one, baby, no, and a band. Now, folks, mini break. My infra break akana no. We na ye prapra kwem. The year has just begun. Yes, tonight, you're caught into the first runner of the NPP just ended flag bearership raising. Dr. Bawumia Ewini, yes, yes, tonight we are gauging to do some assessment there, me patrol. Bawumia supporters, Miss Ramo, Mamu ni saying 2 weeks ago, we did all there is to for Kennedy, Japan. And I'm a catcher, Monshe, dear baby, Kennedy, a free bow. Obia, ye na yatna se say. Asofo ya nabraba for ya kromfo, but for some strange reason, he allowed these self-styled crooks, these self-styled, self-acclaimed, self-imposed, notorious, fake guys to lead his campaign. But that wasn't what we saw. Bawumia is a Muslim, true or false, true. But then again, it begs the question, did we see any Muslim cleric or any Muslim imam out there saying no? So ask yourself all these questions. Why do you think even, Christian prophets could find it so easy? They have to go and prophesy to Bawumia because he will win. Or what? And another catcher must say, between Kotoko and Hearts, so mo kobo macha. Any prophets be obe shenkom, ewo Kotoko, any Hearts match honom. A fake. Because technically one will win. Bakube winning. So what's the point? Bakube winning. So why? We hear prophecy. Up next, politics of today. Politics of today tonight. We assess the elected flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, NPP, Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia. What he brings on board as Ghana heads toward the 2028 general elections, and what Ghanaians must know about him at this critical stage. Plus, tonight, build up into our special expose on workers of iniquity following the avalanche of fake prophecy galore that has swept across the national landscape. First of all, what established the belief within the NPP that Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia should win the flag bearership race was the party's long-held tradition. From the party's inception, most of its successful presidential candidates contested several times before eventually winning power. It is therefore believed within the party that Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia may not be an exception to this pattern. However, the critical question remains, are the political dynamics still the same today? Bisahu Sentira NPP for ne year say ekwe bia so ese Bawumia win. We enyatro nye kwaku se mediatro obi anim. Se na wo kan NPP supporters are support crowd the yanko. All right, they are chilling. They are upper crust of the party. Women na susu say eyo mo say womo fele say Edwin say ehuni say ese Bawumia winning. But same thing omo believe say ese Bawumia winning no was because party ni wo a long-standing tradition bia. Sa tradition womo susu say obi a webebe di party no enim ebribia ekono. Ah? Say nipa no ese so kọ bia be mprenu, mprensa, mprenan and more. Omo ye reference ewo Kufuor so, omo ye reference ema Kufuor, omo ye reference ema Omunya. Enti NPP mpanimfo no esusu se saa nesese ye den ye yes adoma Bawumia. Enti se ora Kennedy Japan ba ho de a ene enya de so omo pines. First of all, no metimi so ama Kennedy so ewini same. But the reason why Kennedy will not be allowed to go for glory and meaning to me, no, so no. Then na me economic catcher said this time around, Bawumia so I why there see a bonabaso. He deserves it or ya compared to a phrase. But again, some were also making an analogy, be some political analysis, be say, oh, because of Brian Champ woman, and so any crap. Oka the forerunners, you know, why Kwabena fencing Kwabena Japan, and why Dr. Osei Dutum, and why Dr. Brian Champo, Kennedy, Oka mo for ni na bomwa, still womuntimi. Womabano in Ruby Bawumia Nyadrie, yeah. But the fundamental question tonight, any assessment here, be saying, why any friend of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia of yesterday and today? 2. If yesterday that's Bawumia we know or we heard of, led the NPP to 2024 to go for glory and was unable to win, what then makes the same people to believe that this time this guy can command, can make the magic? So what will be the magic formula this time in the next couple of 2 years to come? Yeah, 2 years to go. They have enough time. So what will make the MPP to command the magic formula? I don't know. So my responsibility would be to sit to make the analysis, and you will join the analysis through the via WhatsApp line 020-297-3461. We do a message by making Kala. So tonight we're going to go deep. We zero down the Pearson spotlights on the candidates. Last Bawumia and the now. So now versus yesterday. Who is he? God. But one more perception in your far from what they thought for Kufuor and what the thoughts for Kufuor and the thoughts for Akufo, the both former president. It's almost the same as I see the same the Bawumia. But the question, the dynamics, no, the same as a nana. Let's move forward now. But the bigger question, the party has still, failed to answer. Have failed to answer. Both to its grassroots supporters and foot soldiers, or if you like, voters, is this: what exactly was captured in its own internal report prepared on February 16, 2025? What document? That document, raised serious and fundamental issues, which to date have not been sufficiently addressed before any consideration is given to is given to re-electing the same candidate for 2028. These concern deserves a critical and honest examination. So what were the key issues highlighted in that report, and what, if anything, has been done about them up to this day? Report in any on fan to screen name MPP for. Now, that report it raises very critical issues. By the way, MPP for Mashesa, and considerations and sana mudi bedru hana. Okay, so let's go into the report. Report in a capture, because whether they like it or not, fundamentally these findings raises a lot deeper. So let's go into the executive summary. What the executive summary, talk about the candidates Bawumia, then Bawumia, now Bawumia. Shall we? Or say the stunning defeats of the party and their, and the rather unsatisfactory performance of the party in Ashanti the region that has always delivered the golden eggs, has unleashed a barrage of accusations and counter-accusations, which itself may result in inflicting a severe wound on the party if not confronted and curtailed immediately. This can only be done if the circumstances of the poor performance are properly investigated to establish the real causes. It is only after the facts, after being unearthed, that the appropriate solutions can be preferred and implemented. That's the report there. A study conducted in all the 47 constituencies used both qualitative and quantitative methods to gather data, where a team was employed to visit the constituencies to administer the questionnaires to 2,559 respondents. Now, it goes on. The research revealed the following as major causes: the current delegate system of selecting party leaders, including polling station, electoral area, constituency, regional and national officer, as well as parliamentary and presidential candidates, the regional economic hardship in the country. So now, reporting being a zero down to the findings of why the NPP even lost miserably in their golden egg zone, where Ashanti region, capital Kumasi. Now listen, the regional and national officers, as well as the parliamentary and presidential candidates, the general economic hardship in the country during the period under review, the perception of corruption, the leadership style of the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, which people perceived as single-minded and intransigent, the perception that government was controlled by the family of the President Akufo-Addo, the perception that the President single-handedly controlled the party, the perception that candidates Bawumia, now we are here, now mark there, don't say mamake now we are now, Akufo-Addo is no longer in the picture. Correct? Akufo-Addo, I repeat, is no longer in the picture. The man in the picture is who? The then vice president now doubles as who? As the candidate to lead the NPP. By the way, so then, question, was the report also assessed him? Yes, the report assessed him. Until now you drew on the side. The perception that the candidate's Bawumia, the vice president, was a shadow of the president. The perception that he was involved in where? In the Mampusi-Kusasi conflict. Ineffective operational coordination on the election day. The perception that candidates Bawumia involved in the Mampusi-Kusasi conflict. This is it. So the question remains, did the NPP consider, say, yes, re-electing Bawumia obviously is going to cost the NPP pretty much more a damage, in the sense he said, Adewe na moye no. Yen na yen himself ora Bawumia at a point. Jena simply so. And Bawumia said, it is the time or the tenure or a true Mampusi for so. Did Bawumia not say this? Bawumia kokasa asem we did that. Sir, a true Mampusi for no show. And me one. Ye na see him say e so ho tere ni mu ho no oho aye deja. The NPP sufo so ya aware so say prior to 2024 nipa last minute ho baby anamonwa ora e fe say mo candidates at the time no onye candidate o ye ba beto aba no the vice president obi anim anamonwa Bawumia otuye e wo the boko crisis ni mo edi oye ne kese de bae e wo sa region ni mo them upper east ho. ena mo report a capture wa he kweku ananyam na mchro yo. Your report has captured must say a perception one, but then we are asking, we demand to know, did me bisa question we are Bawumia person be yano. Did Bawumia at any time flew a military helicopter bia na ohini bi shemu ani ye kwa kwesi ohini wo boko. Bibi says here. Ebiom, I'm asking tonight has Bawumia not said say yes, Edru Mamprisi for Swana on Kasa Asemwe? 3. How many of you in the NPP do know that place is the most so who do politics be politics or if I am family with my NPP sem. But as long as I mimiti hey, matras has so na minim the volatile situation of this conflict way. Ye diagram betimi a trickle down here south. Now cause a major blow to our national security. Again, this Yankasa continues to threaten our national security. Into ye betimi jai, I mean, forbid everything there. Ye might ye de Bawumia kwa kwesi so as long as a Bawumia be winning kwa de enwano ye de ye ko Bawumia winning na Bawumia be winning na ye benya renewed clashes in Boko na be trickle destroy or main everything. The volatile situation ebe say or maybe bia I confronted the national security as long as a Bawumia be winning na say jano ebe dere na nua ani yura santene etu anamoma asumdwe kakra ba ho na enokra na yesi ni na ayete say nentwi bisa no enti emfa NPP for no say Bawumia ko wini umirika mu Philistine ponko kidikidikidikik o ko wini ano no enti obe wini na entokwa ebe ba boko ho emfa NPP for mo mo reporting na capture emfa mo ho assessment ben amoye edien na NPP for mo beye so then Bawumia hailing from one side of the tribe, his presence as the chief executive of this republic will not, may not, and cannot jeopardize the national security of this state. Dear NPP for my yafa home. By a kind of crutch the Boko crisis, as far as I know, is much older than the NPP. Do you know? Mo party no is in 1992 year. But the Boko crisis, is over 100 times older than your party. And to kwanisha se na Bawumia ni enwo ne. Dia make amote. Enti o say me my analysis on Bawumia severally. Any analysis be a mayor Bawumia no, I stay much longer on the security aspect of that candidate. Because there's so much fundamental security variables bebre that seemed wrong on Bawumia as well as Neyere. Not so near the problem, not that his wife is a problem, and one can say no, not the Bawumia person. No. Bawumia be a national security threat because he hailed from one tribe of that enclave. Neyere so be part of the problem no. Neyere ni susunim. Say no be first lady nipa begitwi agitrada e free sa esoro ho ebegu ha na ani omo threaten Ghana's national security crime who be that. So both sides ni na Ghanaians NPP. But I'm beginning to see that the NPP for no don't really mind. They don't, it's not really an issue. If Bawumia will win, and as long as Bawumia will win, and the whole country will go in flames, hallelujah. Obet me at Jubilee House. Bawumia knows it. Obet me at Jubilee House. Bawumia know much more than you people know. The NPP know. Obet me at Jubilee House. Now, as the dust settles, after the flag bearership contest, voices across the political divide are weighing in. We turn our attention tonight to some, stalwarts in the National Democratic, Congress, NDC, as they outline the expectation, cautionary notes and political message to the newly elected flag bearer. NDC Peniphobisu A2 MPP. No, womo do manu ye bi aba shortly after so yi Bawumia no. Womo do manu ye aba. One in the NDC stalwart spoke about the newly elected flag bearer of the NPP. Who is this person and what is he saying? Take a listen to this.
Bawumia in particular, his hurdle is the crisis of credibility. Who wants to vote for a person who has proven himself to be a liar, a flip-flopper, a man who is not disciplined, a man who calls his political opponents all kinds of derogatory names? For Bawumia in particular, his hurdle is the crisis of credibility. Who wants to vote for a person who has proven himself to be a liar, a flip-flopper, a man who is not disciplined, a man who calls his political opponents all kinds of derogatory names?
Great. Now, so he's talking. Former Deputy Defense Minister, Dr. Tony Edu. And he says what? Bawumia has what? Some credibility deficit. Say any crow, Tony Edu no. Also maybe start to make a say the supporters of Bawumia no, they will definitely come on. You know, so only the big goose will be bomb attacks and the things I have the time. Me quick one. You think I have the time to respond to you or even to mention your name? If I mention your name on my program, the fact that you are insulting the platform because we are talking about your candidates, then again I'm enriching your CV. But if I respond to you, then that's equally that I'm responding to animals. I don't respond to animals, I respond to human beings. So take it easy with yourself. If I don't respond to your foolishness, it means you are an animal. And I don't respond to animals. Okay? I have time, I respond to animals. Tonight I don't have time. Now, however, there remains a clear conflict regarding the period of service of Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia within the party. This inconsistency must be settled. The critical question is, whose account should we what? Take as what? Take as that of, if you like, authoritative in resolving this deficit. Between, say, Bawumia as serving NPP, how many years? I don't know. But nipa mienu kasa, two people are talking. Baako se was serving these years. Baako so se ono so was serving these years. So, for us to kill these inconsistencies, folks, whose word should we believe? I want you to listen to this, and then if you can send me a message, those animals who are insulting, we need more, actions than dramatics. So listen, those of you, the animals who are on the page, give me answers to this thing that I'm about to play. And let me tell you, no amounts that you do. I discussed Kennedy for like 2 weeks. And I'm going to go on Bawumia. And then we place it there. Because we are going to even discuss Bawumia pretty much more. You see, there's always a saying, he who fights and runs away live to fight another day, right? So 2 years from now, you are going to fight this battle or this issue and fight it again. Are you all right? Why wouldn't you stop displaying this your animalistic tendencies? As if you wash your face upwards. But you know why? You attack this platform, you don't. We would speak, we'll tell the story as it is. So we want to kill these inconsistencies. Because minimum, how many years has Bawumia served in the NPP? Many are even raising issues, such as it's on the shoulders of Bawumia that all these confusions in NPP. Today, you can see a lot of confusion in NPP. It's much more deeper than it was some years ago. True or false? I don't know. But again, we want to cure this inconsistencies way. So help us to cure it. Between who is saying this and who is saying what. Take a listen to this.
A Serving Party the last 17 years.
A few moments later.
Obi Awasum Party 24 years and counting.
God have mercy upon us.
A Serving Party the last 17 years.
A few moments later.
Obi Awasum Party, 24 years and counting.
God have mercy upon us.
Every party the last 17 years.
A few moments later.
Obi Awasum Party, 24 years and counting.
God have mercy upon us.
I want to know. So, whose word should I go with? I don't know. I just want to know. Because we have to kill this mischief, this inconsistency, which is not in tandem with the best practices. And again, be mindful. Both are public figures. So one, a first lady or a second lady or whatever you call it. Bakosuzi, former vice president, correct? So both are in a commanding lead. They are in a commanding height. Into whose word should I believe? Those of you insulting the platform, fans and abroad, you can send it on my WhatsApp, 02029734461. Stop fooling. Munyai jimie. Munyai jimie. Na munyai se mu display the animalistic tendencies. Nama what drinking juma. Okay, na make no. Kweku me bowdin na chese my enrich you CV. Ma modin a ese hu se we hwirem aboa e bowdin enye. Folks, we are learning that the investigative team set up to probe the former Ghana's ambassador to Nigeria, Baba Jama, has exonerated him from all allegations of money inducement and related offenses. Yes, sir. The question many are asking is this: were Ghanaians truly expecting the National Democratic Congress, NDC, to punish Jamal for any alleged wrongdoing, whether bribery, inducement, or the distribution of items such as television sets, motorbikes, and other gifts? Ghanaians, the answer tonight is heavily pregnant with what? No answer. Baba Jama, one mako akensie. And ye say diain. Jama akwache nyoma say vahinnes ne. Minority for say yentiase say eden as I say ye hwe na ye investigate say. And NDC ekuro no asset a team say one ye den enko investigate no. Afi Joshua, calm down your voice. Afi de omukoye ya. Information abeto dwane say. As I say eden, but before say ye de Jama ebe jina simpie so. Near your assessment no. Na media no, the Ghanaian media nanka sampo no, na media no edin kan apass on verdict. Particularly when one resource persons or moko tana show no so. And then some journalists say, there we go. Mobo, hey, crewy. On my no crewy, on my way. Mo might be say. Now listen, across the political divide, our entire political class stands deeply. Listen, Tio. Our political class stands deeply guilty when measured against the three principles of democracy. 33 years into the Fourth Republican Constitution, we must ask ourselves, have we truly advanced? Have we truly advanced, or have we lost our way? You may say, Mfie dodo seni mfie duasa bi ka ho Omani name me son who say, also ye can't con ye koi, ye nim ne ye koi, and I yira. What do you saying? I'm sure so be choose the second one, yira poto, or yira ye nim bebia ye frimpo, and bebia ye ko. In many respects, we appear stalled, even embarrassed when compared with other growing democracies. Institutions mandated to guide and educate the ordinary Ghanaian on the tenets of democracy, particularly the civic education, have not lived up to their full responsibility. The painful truth is that until we confront these systemic weakness honestly and commit to genuine institutional reform, meaningful recovery, we will remain elusive. Arehu, momano ho yam, momano ya arehu. Who compare Ghana to other democratic other democracies are. No one who say, oh my Ghana, will got him, or da got him. Or da got him, we say, no who fi, no who tan, no who can, or mine, no. Yeah. Are who, minim da obenya time. But any day be obenya time. It's a me, never me, pa, unya time one. Now, Pegana, somewhat, you, who time. Now, do Ghana so pa ya. Ghana ye queer. Ti Ghana ne da ne ne. Utimi ko independence ko na mako gina ho. Na musu na usu. Musu mo man no ate. Bia na musu na musu mo man. Ibisa o se dia ba so mi su ama man no. Odi su kakra ma man no. Why? Awusu mo man no. Arehododo. Oh. Na utie media for no so a. Oh, and we ni yehu bi da. Oh, we. Oh, Baba Jama na say. Na ye den and I see and now chiche. Oh, you know why? O man ni mu nipa na nkasa ya yarefo. Ye yare o. Ye yare o. Then the institutions, you know, to say that na making National Commission on Civic Education. What would the no say? No more from office no. Hey, Kwaku. Yatumu, when a chief executive over there? Do you know him or her? Meaning who is there? The National Commission on Civic Education. Why no woho? When we Jumane say, when me chere Ghana for she obi ba begine simpie so yento aba mano say nipa no to say member of parliament a na dwuma ne say onko parliament nko hyemra ma wo keke emra no obehye no wo hye no no ankasa ene wo na wo to aba ma no munya mo be di mra no so ebiom eye aban no na sedie say mpuntu dwuma ewo importem ho any mainstream no aban responsibility ni say oni municipal any district assemblies in the behwe say sampu ntudwuma ni na abeden ebekoso aban na dwuma ni say obehwe say Ghana foi ye bedi yie na ye hoato ye bedi di na ye nom ni ada empaso ana keteso enye member of parliament na ye so onkom rahye bedwemo onko hye mraman no na sedie ni say omra mesi school mamo omra me gata mamo omra me mamo deben loans na mo fanko didwa ene ho nkeka ho no ni nara enema mienu miensa makeken eye National Commission on Civic Education wo modwumanie na hina office no yatum wan na da no ye so matum mutum ache onyamenka kai wo man yi o awo mobo badebi amasa mekanise meka obi ntias me say Africa democracy enyamodia mo ze me mo bibi amene mo kọ ye kọ Christmas meka kire mo na ma campo de da no unse ni na is beginning to play. It's beginning to play on our faces oh. When NPP no NDC they will not, cannot and may not develop this country under any circumstance. de omo ya na wuhu no obi ye bi na omako what I say na de omo betimi aye na omaye mana ya bo ma baso pa na den sikadie ni madie man yeso omo timi ni wo sikadie de omo ya de sikadie ndi wo hu NDC ba wo sika edomo a ye twe omo do omo kwa asem di bia no eno so kra anhwe ye ba bejeja omo gift your worry NSS ni hwayamo ahwa wati anani na wuntumi sika sen ahia hi mil over can say akwa no offense your way no oh this one the signals bureau BB saying kwabna eduos BB na edubuwa hen obeti ana edubuwa hen de na ni na why now they agrada crowd them 15 years okay now won say nipa bi po obi kwaku ade na wato na agrada asem no unye ne una wudi ja eba ade ne yente agrada ade no mama no 15 years na mo say de 1 year na msenti aha kwaku oh me na minim ntiatie mu yesi minya ntiatie mu na also kwaku come and talk your slow talk na ko le jai Ghana for na asem ai kwekwana kona kokeka wadwe kire agrada ade ntira mama no 15 years necessary na masi ate so na modi about 1 year so in the next couple of days weeks month next month or so is it a month of what July August I don't know but agrada is coming out
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases PENDREAM TV